Epilogue. I was startled and woke up with sweat. I breathed in with an agonizing feeling in my chest that still lingered from the dream. I dreamed I went on a trip with Beaton. After that, I felt very weak. I had diarrhea, vomited, and fainted at the restaurant. I heard Beaton's voice, and after that, all I saw was darkness. I think I was familiar with this kind of dream. I had this kind of dream when I was a fourth year student. I'll dream like this when I die in another parallel world. I will dream only when Beaton comes back to help me. I think I knew what was going on. I sat up, took a deep breath, and looked to the left, expecting to find my partner, but he wasn't in bed. I hurriedly got out of bed and opened the bedroom door. Beaton's tall figure was standing in the kitchen preparing food. He was still in his t-shirt and shorts, breaking an egg into a bowl. I looked at him silently before walking in and standing next to him. I dreamed I was going to eat an omelette with ham and cheese, I said, startling Pitin. Tol! Pitin looked at me with a startled expression. When did you wake up? I stared at him with a face of knowing nothing. Do you not remember what you did? What? What did I do? Pitin blinked. You mean last night? Last night, Pitin and I spent the night together, as usual. Nothing new. No. Teasing Pitin was quite fun. I meant today's matter, about the next few hours, about the night's matter that has not yet arrived. What are you talking about? Just tell me, I'm confused. Ethan gave a confused expression that looked so funny. I'm dying today. I raised my hand to adjust Ethan's hair. Thank you for coming back to help. Ethan's mouth opened and he pointed to me. A puzzled expression gradually changed from surprise to happy. Then Ethan's tears flowed out like someone opening a pipe. Indeed, the more you came back, the more you forgot that you told me about it, right? I smiled a little. Tol! Ethan threw everything onto the counter, hugged me tightly, and cried like a baby. It was hilarious for a big guy who was almost 35 like him. Indeed, Tol. I patted his back gently to comfort him. What happened to me? In my dream, it was not clear. I remember you had a blood infection from seafood, Ethan said in a muffled voice. I drove you to the sea. You said you want to eat at one of the seafood restaurants on the street. It didn't look that clean, but because you wanted to eat, I took you at noon. Then you said you started to have diarrhea, but you said you were fine. So I bought you an electrolyte beverage. But in the evening, I took you to eat porridge and you fainted and fell down. You had a very high fever, so I took you to the emergency room and you were shocked. I had heart disease as well, so you couldn't take it. They pumped your heart for a long time, but in the end, Keaton's body trembled. I didn't take good care of you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know whether to pity or laugh at him. Think of it as a bad dream. We don't have to go to that restaurant again, okay? It won't happen again, I promised. Keaton stepped back and looked at my body as if checking that this was the real me. I died easily. Sorry for not being careful. I looked up at the ceiling to count how many times I had died. Stop crying. When I couldn't save you, I ran back to my room, freaked out, and cried all the way. I only thought that I had to wake up before you died. I had to take 10 sleeping pills to fall asleep, praying all the time that I would wake up to see you when you were alive. And it really succeeded. Thanks to the Holy. Thank you so much. It took almost 10 minutes to calm Pitin down. In the end, I was the one who cooked breakfast for Pitin instead. I made him sit and wait at the table. His red eyes were constantly looking at me, as if afraid that I would disappear. I knew that something like this must happen one day. It was good that we didn't marry. If the vow disappeared, I would have already gone to the coffin. I brought the breakfast and placed it in front of Pitin. I raised my hand to rub his hair one more time. Ethan looked like he was about to cry again. Bless you, I'm here. I am back. The end. End of epilogue.